friend. Sovereign means that India is now independent. It is no longer governed by any external authority and is its own master.
Socialist. Everyone is given equal opportunities to make use of the resources of the country. It was hoped that this would narrow the divide between the rich and the poor.
Secular. There is no discrimination on the basis of religion or religion are treated equally.
Democratic. The people of India govern themselves through their elected representatives. Elections are held at regular intervals and people can change the government if they so desire in the elections.
Republic. It is a form of government where power is with the people and representatives they elect, and affairs of the state are a public matter. The Indian Constitution proclaims that the head of the state will be elected and no hereditary rule is life.
Justice. The Indian Constitution strives to ensure an equitable and just society by reducing social and economic inequality.
Liberty. The Constitution gives the citizens the freedom to express their opinions, follow their own path, and also choose the occupation of their choice.
Equality. All citizens are considered equal before law. All kinds of discrimination are deemed illegal and therefore punishable by law.
Fraternity. India is a land of contrast and diversity and a home to myriad faiths, cultures, traditions and languages. To preserve the unity and oneness of India, it is necessary to develop a sense of fraternity or brotherhood among the people of India.
ताकतवर बहुत है यह गणतंत्र, बदल देता है ये राज्य तंत्र। कमजोर नहीं शक्तिशाली है यह सत्ता परिवर्तन का सहज यह मंत्र।
The aim is to publicize the glorious and rich composite culture and diversity of our nation. Further, it aims to create awareness of fundamental duties as enshrined in Indian Constitution. As citizens of our great nation, we believe firmly in Gandhian thought that the source of rights is duty. If we all discharge our duty, rights will not be far to seek. And as said by Sardar Patel, every Indian should forget that he is a Rajput, a Sikh or a Jat. He must remember that he is an Indian and he has every right in his country but with certain duties.
An important part of the celebration is the reading of the preamble to the Constitution and reaffirming our commitment of ideology. Let us be united and read out the preamble to the Constitution. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a
Sovereign,
Socialist, secular,
democratic,
Public.
and to secure to all its citizens
Justice.
social, economic, and political
liberty,
of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship,
Equality.
of status and opportunity, and to promote among them all
Fraternity.
assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact, and give to ourselves this Constitution. Happy Constitution Day!
Constitution is not a document, it is the vehicle of life, and its spirit is always the spirit of age. With these feelings, I wish a very exuberant morning to the gathering of this webinar. I extend my gratitude to feel the divine presence of all the guests present here. Namaskar. I welcome all the honorable ministers, judge, lawyer, film personalities on this auspicious occasion of Constitution Day. I would like to invite former captain of Indian cricket team, Mr. Sachin Tendulkar to express his opinions on this special day.
Thank you. I wish a warm good morning to one and all present here. On the special occasion of Constitution Day, I, Sachin Tendulkar, would like to speak on the need for the Constitution. The most important purpose for the Constitution is it draws a limit on the power of the government by outlining a framework within which the government must function. The Indian Constitution clearly specifies that India will have a democratic form of government. It lays down the functions of the government. It indicates the relationship between the three organs of governance. It limits the powers of the government to ensure that the government doesn't become arbitrary. It enables the government to work towards achieving the aims and aspirations of the society. To sum up, I would like to say that if there was no constitution, our country may not have been flourished, as constitution guides us to the way of enjoying our life to fullest. Thank you for
you, sir.
I would like to invite Honorable Justice Deepak Misra to express his views on this auspicious occasion.
Thank you. I wish a very good morning to all esteemed guests present here. I, Justice Deepak Misra, feel extreme pleasure and honor to be a part of this webinar on this auspicious day when Constitution of India was adopted. I would like to present my views on the topic that to promote harmony and spirit of common brotherhood amongst all the people of India, transcending religious, linguistic and regional or sectional diversities, given the vast diversity among the people, the presence of one flag and single citizenship strengthens the spirit of brotherhood among the citizens. The spirit of brotherhood encourages people to rise above narrow cultural differences and strive towards excellence in all spheres of collective activity for the glory of a beloved country, India. Every individual generates perspectives that, if considered, can help solve the problems of our society. Only by recognizing and accepting our differences, we can advance as a nation and bridge the gaps of dissemination. I would sum up by saying that the first lines of a national song, Vande Mataram, offer reason for this harmony across religious, cultural and linguistic differences. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Vande Mataram.
Start. Now I would like to invite Honorable Textile and Women and Child Development Minister Mrs. Smriti Irani to speak her perspective on Constitution Day.
Thank you for inviting me in this webinar. Today, I, Smriti Irani, would like to speak a few words on Baba Sahib Ambedkar ji. I know these words would be less for his appreciation, but to pay a tribute to him, I would like to speak these words. I would rather that apart from challenges that destiny left in store for us, we also look at the opportunity that history unfolded in. Baba Sahib established the People's Education Society in 1945, and this legacy of Baba Sahib Ambedkar is not to be judged only from the lens of legislation. I will sum up by sharing that today across all CBSE schools in our country, children read the preamble and took up a pledge to uphold the very values enshrined in our constitution, and resolutely across the nation said in one voice the future of our country, said, "We are Indians first, Indians last, and nothing else but Indians." Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for telling such good knowledge about Baba Sahib Ambedkar. Now, I would like to invite leader of opposition party, Mrs. Sonia Gandhi, to speak her views on Constitution Day.
जिस शानदार संविधान का हम सब सम्मान करते हैं, जिसकी रक्षा की शपथ खाकर हम सब संसद में प्रवेश करते हैं, उस पर ऐसे बेहतरीन दिमागों और आत्माओं की छाप है जो संसार में कभी कभी ही जन्म लेती है। हमारे संविधान का इतिहास लंबा है और अनिवार्य रूप से संग्राम से जुड़ा है। हमारे संविधान के कदम कदम पर ऐसे 4 लोगों का मार्गदर्शन मिला है जिन्हें हर किसी से प्रशंसा प्राप्त हुई है। वे लोग थे जवाहरलाल नेहरू, सरदार पटेल, डॉक्टर राजेंद्र प्रसाद और मौलाना आजाद। अंत में मैं भारतीय राष्ट्रीय कांग्रेस की तरफ से डॉक्टर BR अम्बेडकर, राजेंद्र प्रसाद, सरदार पटेल, जवाहरलाल नेहरू और संसद के सभी सदस्यों को नमन करना चाहती हूँ जिन्होंने हमें यह अमूल्य विरासत प्रदान की थी। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing such great thoughts.
Now, I would like to ask my question from Honorable Smriti Irani. Ma'am, Article 15+3 of our Constitution lays down for making special provisions for development of women and children. Till we find them to be most vulnerable to the crime in the society, how can we overcome this?
Actually, Article 153 is an enabling provision. So it ensures that it should meet. So anything which is then contrary to that would be naturally unconstitutional. But what topic you are raising? Many of these rights, even today, if you see, when 1/3 or at least 30% of our people are still living with below poverty line, when many are still illiterate. And the first thing is to see within ourselves, and we all know about our fundamental rights.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for answering to my question.
Now I would like to call Member of Rajya Sabha, Mrs. Hema Malini, to express her views on this special occasion.
It's my pleasure to be here with all of you. Hello everyone, I am Hema Malini. India is my homeland. India is a diverse country. The Constitution of India is the longest constitution in the world. The Constitution is a set of rules and laws according to which a country is governed. As every game has its own set of rules, every country also has its own set of rules. If Constitution would not be there would be chaos and violence between people. Adjustments, negotiations, and a framework to reconcile differences must be created. Our Constitution is the outcome of hard work of Dr. BR Ambedkar and his assistants. I am proud to be an Indian.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I would like to invite Advocate Mehul Rohtogi to express his views.
मुझे यहाँ पर आमंत्रित करने के लिए आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। आज मैं हमारे भारत देश के संविधान की प्रस्तावना के बारे में चर्चा करना चाहूँगा। मेरा मानना है कि एक ऐसा विषय है जिसके बारे में हम सभी को पता होना चाहिए ताकि हम सभी जाने और समझें कि हमारे देश का संविधान हमारे देश को किस दिशा में लेके जाना चाहता है। तो चलिए देखिए, हमारे संविधान की प्रस्तावना ईश्वर के नाम पर नहीं बल्कि हम भारतवासियों के नाम पर की गई है, जिसके लिए कई सलाह मशवरे किए गए। उसके बाद एक चुनाव से फैसला किया गया कि भारत के लोग जो धार्मिक हैं, उन्होंने भगवान को अपने संविधान में जगह नहीं दी, बल्कि वह तो एक ऐसा समाज बनाना चाहते थे जो कि सामाजिकता, विज्ञान, भाईचारा, इन आदर्शों पर चले, ऐसी चीजों पर काम करे जिनसे देश का भविष्य उज्जवल हो और देश सदैव विकास करे। और यह बदलाव हम आज देख रहे हैं कि देश लगातार निरंतर प्रगति करता जा रहा है। मिसाल के तौर पर कश्मीर से धारा 370 पिछले साल हटाई गई थी, जिसके तहत ना जाने कितने ही कश्मीरी पंडितों का कल्याण हुआ, उन्हें अपना घर और सम्मान वापस मिल गया। हमारे देश के वैज्ञानिक प्रतिदिन नए आविष्कार करते जा रहे हैं जिनसे मानव जगत का कल्याण होता था, होता है और होता रहेगा। अंत में मैं एक चीज कहना चाहूंगा कि यह विकास धीमी गति से हो रहा है पर एकदम सही राह पर चल रहा है। और जिस दिन यह विकास पूरा होगा उस दिन सारा विश्व कहेगा क्या देश है हिंदुस्तान। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, sir. Your words were just amazing. Now, Sonia Singh from audience would like to speak that why we celebrate this Constitution Day.
Day, National Law Day or Samvidhan Divas is celebrated in India on 26th of November every year to commemorate the adoption of Indian Constitution, the values and the principles by which our country stands by. It came into effect on 26th January 1950.
Thank you. Now I would like to invite Prakash Javadekar, Minister of Environment and Climate Change.
Today, I, the Environmental Minister, is going to discuss the concern of climate change in India. Indian Constitution is one of the few constitutions that contains specific provisions for climate change. If it is the right of every citizen to live in a pollution-free environment, it is also the duty of every citizen to preserve it. We need to safeguard the species of plants and animals. Hunting and poaching are the practices that need to be cut off as soon as possible to protect the diversity of the countries. Nowadays, many citizens try to regenerate lakes and forests, so the government needs to provide resources to such initiatives. Area under forest cover should be increased to reduce global warming and pollution level. Better education should be provided so people stop practices such as lumbering, poaching, and overmining. These all steps will help the nation fight against climate change and will lead the nation on a better road. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Day to all.
Happy Constitution Day.
Happy Constitution Day.
Happy Constitution Day.
Happy Constitution Day.
अंत में मैं बस यही कहना चाहूंगा कि हमारे भारत में विभिन्न प्रकार के लोग रहते हैं, पर हमारा संविधान ही वो चीज है जो पूरे हमारे भारतवर्ष को एक बांध कर रखता है और इसी से हमारे देश का विकास होगा और उसका एक उज्जवल भविष्य बनेगा। धन्यवाद।
जय हिंद। भारत माता की
जय।
माता की
जय।
India is incredible India, full of colors, different approaches, country of contrast, country of contradictions, country of organized chaos, country of special unity. It is why our country is known as Incredible India.